Yeah.
All right, transfers. Diaby, what do you have for us?
Okay, so like we all know, Arsenal has done some good business. Wow. We have Merino in, and we also have who is the other guy? Each other.
Eh?
Who is that other guy? Calafiori. What waiting now they
Calafiori,
call him Calafiori. Yeah, so
Calamari, Calafiori, anything you want to call him, we call him.
okay. And also Justin Timber looks like a new signing, considering he did not play the whole of last season.
Yes.
So that's let's say we have 3 new signings for Arsenal. And
I hope you will count. I hope you will count Mason Mount too as a new signing for Manchester United.
Thank you. God
No, but
bless
he
you.
played now. He played.
Exactly,
Mason
because I was
Mount
going to
played
say,
now.
you cannot just say
How many did you
Timber.
play? How many did you play?
No, wait,
In
Mason
fact,
Mount. Justin Timber only played. Julian Timber actually, it's not Justin Timber. Julian Timber.
Urian.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
call him Urian.
Actually played just the
He
first game
legit,
of the season, and that was all.
he legit broke his leg. So he's allowed for him to go on bench. You
Exactly.
wait till your player do where he go bench. Messi Mount.
The guy is no good. But I still don't understand the thinking of
How
Manchester
will you
United
terminate
signing
after
Mason
what play?
Mount. Like the only position he can play is Bruno Fernandes' position. And of course, we all know Bruno Fernandes will not stick. What was the idea behind signing him? Like
Well,
what?
We can't. Let's forget Glazer's past. I see that as a past. And if you look at what Man U is doing now, the kind of business they are doing is totally different from what we've done in the past. It's strictly signing players based on need, not necessarily because of emotions, not because you want to save somebody's ass or you want to put sentiment of an English.
Exactly. I was going to even say that their needs are actually quite not needed, because if you say based on their needs, right? A couple of players that they even have here that are needless.
All the signings we've signed, we've had this season so far, they are all needed signings. Which one is not needed?
Why?
Okay, so I'm
No,
going
when
to
you
start
say
with. I'm going to start with. Okay, you said needed. I'm going to start with someone like the Leeds. I mean, why would you sign someone that he played for Juve, right? Juve let him go. He played for Bayern. Bayern let him go. There should be something wrong with that profile of signing. Why such big teams are letting him go? So why do you think he's actually a good fit for United if 2 big teams probably has let him go?
No,
you are not big, have you considered that? Man U is not big.
It's not a function. So, it's not a function of players not playing for their current team. That's why they are not good. I will cite this example. Look at McTominay. Is McTominay not a good player? Now he's going to Napoli. He doesn't play regular football. He's not first 11. Does that mean that he's not a good player? No.
I think I had this conversation with Diaby the other day, how you justify who a good player is and who a bad player is. So because they let him go necessarily doesn't mean he's a bad player.
A coach might prefer to not play that kind of football, and it does not fit into the coach style of play. You have to let him be on the bench or sell him out. You have a couple of players like that in Manchester United.
Are you not saying that? Are you saying that because a particular player that doesn't fit into a particular your kind of line of play, you cannot even adjust to make sure that the good player cannot actually work for you when it is needed?
Adjust what now? Adjust what when you are paying him money weekly? Adjust what? You should go and bring somebody that
I remember when United signed Pogba and we were signing every midfielder in the world just to unlock him. That looks like what Felicia is
saying. Why are you going to say you are adjusting somebody? When
anyway, let's go back to Arsenal signing. Sorry.
Yeah, let's move on. So Sugar Felicia now, Mikel Merino, fantastic footballer, Spanish maestro. Who is he coming to take his place?
It's not a maestro.
He's a Spanish midfielder. Yeah, he's a maestro.
So don't call him maestro. He's not a maestro yet. Wait,
he's a fantastic footballer. I watched him last season in the Champions League with Sociedad.
No problem. He's a fantastic footballer. Great. Don't call him a maestro, bro. You don't just handle people's status when they are not registered. I don't understand. It's not a maestro. But here's the thing, right? No, it's the honest truth. Okay. Except I don't know what I'm saying. You can't call him a maestro. What has he done? Okay. So
he has won the European Champions Cup. Yeah, who is he coming to replace? Partey or Rice? Of course, Rice is 100 million plus. So I'm suspecting not. But
so you do not think that we need someone to replace Partey as at this point? You don't think so?
Well,
I'm asking you.
For me,
Well, you as an Arsenal fan, would you prefer Merino in the lineup or Partey? Current situation.
See, I'm going to say this.
Wait, now I've seen Merino play in Real Sociedad. I've seen him play in Spain, but I've not seen him play with the crop of players that Arsenal has. But I can bet you with you that he can fit in. Now, do we need somebody that will second for Partey? Yes, we do, because you and I know he's not stable. He's a fantastic player. He's a great playmaker. He holds the ball, passes well. But the truth is, when he's out, you can tell that we suffer that. It's like telling me you signed somebody and you're telling me would you replace Saliba? If Saliba is injured, what will happen? Because
who's going to replace somebody?
Partey with me, I don't buy inside my FPL team. Straight up.
Because he scored one goal, Baba is not going to score again until 34.
I don't need him to score goals. I need him to make assists. That's all.
You're saying assist.
No, because I noticed it's going to be a starter this season. That's why I'm suspecting.
He's not going to be a starter. See, the truth is, let me tell you why he's not going to be a starter. Don't let me say it's not. No, don't let me say he's not going to be a starter. He will be a starter. But the truth is, his 90 minutes, 70 minutes is not guaranteed. Tops, he plays 60.
Exactly.
Tops. I'm telling you, 50. Tops. Or he even comes in for Merino at the end of the day. Because the truth is, the reason, just like Diaby has, the reason why Merino is brought in is somebody that can double that play with Rice. The way Rice is playing, Partey is a fantastic player, no doubt. But the truth is, he's not stable. So when he's out, there is nobody that can do the same things he does in the middle of the park. Just like say a Rice will do back and forth, even though it's arguable that Rice passes back a lot. But the point is
typical of an English footballer.
It's embarrassing. I mean, it's the way England plays. It's embarrassing. But the truth is,
should I bust your bubble, guys?
Yeah.
When we are talking Merino, I'd like to inform you that Merino is actually not a sitting midfielder. He's not a midfielder that protects the back four. He doesn't play that position. Partey plays that position.
Okay.
He's the one that protects the back four. Merino is more of the Rice position, where Rice plays presently. That's where Merino actually plays, the box to box.
Can we like him? Mino to
does
Rice?
No.
Diaby, would you say they play the same?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so now the role Merino plays in Man U is what Merino actually plays in club and country. That front and back, just shuttling box to box. But it's actually not a midfielder that sits and protects the back four permanently.
Wait, so I asked the question. So I'm asking the question: where do you think Rice? What do you think Rice does? Don't speak from Arsenal days. Speak as far back as West Ham days. What exactly do you think they brought in Rice for? Is to protect that back four.
He was supposed to come and play defensive midfield. He was supposed to
remember the beginning of if you remember the beginning of last season, Arteta started with him as the sitting midfielder to protect the back four. But they had a couple of hiccups. West Ham at Emirates was an example. And after that match, Arteta started introducing either Jorginho or Partey to partner with Rice. So Jorginho would either sit or Partey would sit to allow Rice go forward. But basically, Rice was not perfectly playing that sitting position. That's why Arteta had to tweak.
So now that you have brought in a Merino that you have just agreed that he doesn't sit back, he goes forward, then Rice resumes his position because that's what he's good at. Check from his England play to West Ham days. That is what he's good at. It's fantastic going forward, no doubt. But just like I said earlier, he would rather come back and protect the play than run into the post. That's what Rice will do. He's a fantastic, but he will do that, then still protect the play a bit and look around and say, oh my God. when you bring in a Merino that can do the run and complete it, then Rice stays where he's supposed to stay, protects the middle of the park. He and Merino, imagine, guy, use your football imagination, and you except Martinelli.
Forget your Man U mindset.
Forget your Man U mindset.
Just imagine team.
Just imagine a forward play.
But the truth is, I find it difficult.
With Odegaard, with Merino, with Martinelli, even though I don't want Martinelli again. Let's say
sorry, Diaby just said something now. Diaby just said something. He said Arsenal is a complete team, right?
This is 1 year. It's a complete team.
No,
Shegu. No, go still win league.
Calm down, Shegu. I just want to question this. I, for one, the first 2 matches Arsenal has played, they've been very, very slow and sluggish with the ball. I've not seen the very superb Arsenal that finished last season.
Understandable. It's just the start of the season.
I understand.
Games going.
Start of the season last season, they did not show Pepe.
Exactly.
From the first 3 games,
the last match Arsenal had, they are supposed almost losing the match. The keeper actually saved them a couple of times. I was so shocked, like when we scored the first goal, like,
even against Aston Villa. Aston Villa. Aston Villa is not a small team at home, mind you. It's not a small team. So it's not like Arsenal was playing some bomb that they'll trash on their backyard and will go home without knowing they play football. They have to sweat for the 3 points at Aston Villa, which they did.
But Aston Villa outplayed them.
I agree.
We're just lucky to actually add those goals. Aston Villa outplayed them.
He's also talking about Wolves. Wolves was the same. Yes, we won them 2-0, but it wasn't a fantastic game for us. We know what Arsenal played even from games 1 to 3 last season. So the truth is, when I was telling you I'm scared of what Brighton will do,
what is most important
we
now
don't know.
3 points. Is your 3 points. Forget it.
Is what now?
If is your 3 points, yes.
I agree.
If
moving on. We are discussing transfers. Moving on.
Speaking like is important is not the 3 points. What is important is the game Arsenal is playing. Arsenal can win that 3 points, but if I know that their game is on the downward trend, we will suffer in the next 3 weeks. I know what I'm
talking about. No.
If they don't play top notch,
wait. Even when you were finishing, wait. Even when you guys were finishing outside of top 4, you guys were still playing fantastic football.
Yeah.
It is customary that Arsenal will always play good football. So don't bring that. You have always been playing good football.
Why do you think they always? No, I'm not saying the football is not good. I'm saying the mindset of how they are playing. See, if
the mindset is still there, actually. From you, the mindset is still there.
I don't know what Sugar wants. Does he want them to play like they want to win the title in the first game of the week?
I don't understand. Even the current league holder, they still struggle.
Even Man City
struggle. They've not hit form now.
See, it was see. I see.
Anyway, guys, let's move on. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Sterling to Manchester United.
Sterling.
Yes or no? Raheem Sterling.
What? Hey, Joy. Before we go to Sterling, why are you people buying that 1996 boy? That Senegalese or Mali guy?
He's just to grow into the team.
He's part of the academy, just to fill in the academy.
He's playing in the academy.
He's just filling in that one.
No, he's coming in to learn football. He's coming in to learn football.
You know, collect first team shirt. I can die on that.
He's coming to learn football.
Bench.
No, he's not. He's coming to learn football.
But Shegun, the Sterling deal from reliable sources, Sterling deal is actually off because Sancho is actually going to Juve.
Oh, not Chelsea again.
Yeah, I think Man U used the Chelsea cards to up Sancho's transfer fee for Juve.
Okay. No, but let's be honest, guys. See, sometimes when you see some transfer news, some of them I don't pay attention to it. Sancho to Chelsea what?
Why not?
Sancho will not go to Chelsea, Baba. Sancho was done in England.
Chelsea is one of the few clubs that can match up with his earnings in Manchester United now. You think those guys?
He won't go there.
He won't go there.
Only after
he won't go there.
I know, but you can't rule it out. Oh, they can pay him money. They can pay him this same amount.
I ruled it out. So, but anyway, if that was the deal they wanted to do, for him to go. But Sancho should go anywhere. But Sterling to Man U.
Okay, so let's move on
from the first two games.
To Liverpool. Let's move on to Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool announced Federico Chiesa today, one of the best footballers in Italy. What do you guys think about it? Considering Liverpool's squad is actually strong.
Who dash him the best player in Italy?
He was just
one of the best. Okay. Mention 3 Italian players that beat him. Federico Chiesa. Mention 3.
Let's move on. Anyway, you have called him the best. So Liverpool has got him. So the question now is, just like you asked earlier, what is he coming to do in Liverpool?
I'll bring in a new dimension to Liverpool's attack, actually.
Since you can say that, then you can say, anyway, let's go back to the Arsenal gist. So you understand why you brought him in, because in actual fact, what is he coming to do in the Liverpool team? What structure is he coming to do?
There's also a rumor flying around that Darwin Núñez might actually go to Arsenal as well.
I saw that thing and I rebuked it with every fiber of my being.
If you signed Kai Havertz and it worked, who says Núñez can't work?
See, I saw that conversation online when people said, "Oh, Havertz worked," and people did not think about.
I still don't believe Havertz is working.
Núñez cannot work. See, Havertz is working. Let me tell you why Havertz is working. The truth is, he's not
a complete perfect striker for me.
He's a slow boy.
He's never a striker, actually. He's never a striker.
Shegun, you're mute. Let me tell you why Havertz is working and why, to me, I like what he's doing. He's a slow poison because you underrate him and you focus on another person and you chop two.
You know, during Euros, he actually played first 9 too for Germany at some point.
That's what he played.
They used him as a first 9 in the German team.
Yes. So it's not as if the guy is not good. It's just the fact that Chelsea destroyed his life.
And I think if you see the trend now, a few teams are moving from the traditional top 9 to a first 9 kind of thing. I think that is what Man is also trying to do with this Joshua guy.
Zexi.
Yeah. That's what they're trying to do with the guy. You always come to the midfield, support the midfield, and then we are also good in front of goals. I think that is what, and I'm sure Diaby will now say that is Pep that brought that into football some years now. You will say that it's Pep that started.
I'm happy you brought that discussion.
Keep playing football.
Mention a coach that has played with midfielders from the number 9 position to the central back position all through the 11. Mention one coach before and after Pep.
He has played midfielder as first 11.
I don't understand that.
Yes, all his first 11 were midfielders.
When was that? I can't recall that much.
All his first 11 were midfielders.
Yeah, it was when he was at Barca and he used Fabregas as the 9. Daniel Alves didn't play that match. Everybody that played that match were all midfielders. Everybody,
even the goalkeeper,
Mascherano and Busquets,
even the goalkeeper.
Okay, first 10, not first 11 actually. First 10.
I would like to see that match. I would like to see that match lineup. If we can dig it up, let me say, because that would be difficult to do. I don't know.
How many midfielders do you have in your team? Not to talk of.
I'm wondering, does he have 10 midfielders in his team?
He doesn't.
Because you know Messi doesn't count. Messi doesn't count as a striker. Pedro doesn't count as a striker. Fabregas was spearheading the attack. Then they had the Xavi, Iniesta. I can't remember again, but they had Busquets, Mascherano patrolling the defense. Then he had the left back.
Mascherano a midfielder.
Yeah, he's a defensive midfielder, of course. He's not a centre back.
Really? He played more. He played more of
like
defense.
I said, I would like to see that lineup because I don't believe that he has 10 midfielders in his team. But anyways, so
they were not the categorical like midfielder. Like I mentioned, Pedro and Messi.
Yes,
they were not.
Don't call them
like midfielder.
Exactly.
They were not strikers.
The same way you won't
So
call him
don't call them
Mascherano a
midfielders.
defender. No, it's not. He's like
Yeah,
you won't
so
call him
don't
a
call them
midfielder.
midfielders. If they are not midfielders, they are not midfielders. I mean, this kind of statistics, when you bring it
So the
up,
question,
the
the
back
question, the question is, how many coaches was doing it before Pep? Okay, let's even
how
assume they
many
were not all
coaches have 10
midfielders. How
midfielders?
many?
Diaby.
No, how many coaches? How many
Diaby,
coaches
wait.
use the midfielder as a striker? Let's limit it to that. How many
Let's even
coaches have
forget.
used the
Wait,
midfielder
let's
as a
forget.
striker? Fabregas was striking for Barca then. How many
So that
coaches
makes it,
can use?
so that makes
use
Pep,
Okay, is
that makes
Rooney
Pep
a striker or a midfielder?
Rooney is a midfielder.
No, when Fergie signed him, he signed him to be a striker. Yeah.
What is
But
Rooney? What
but
is Rooney?
he played more as an midfielder.
Yeah,
He
he
plays
was
behind the
actually
striker.
always
played
behind the
as a
striker.
midfielder. He played on the right wing. He played on the left wing.
That is one.
He played.
That
Okay.
is one. That is one. And I'm going back to your theory of Pep Guardiola started this football keeper playing football. Out of the crop of keepers that we have in the last 10 years, how many of them is a better footballer than Barthez? How many of them is as good as Barthez on his feet?
Jam question.
Baba no fit talk. I know they talk rubbish say na Pep Guardiola started anything.
I'll take Ederson. I'll pick Ederson.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll pick Ederson.
Ederson
with ball at his feet. Yes, Ederson. Yes.
I don't understand.
Manchester pumped up. No, do you know how many assists Ederson has given in Man City? Do you know how many assists he has given? That's what it's not just about coming out and running with football on the field.
Now, with that example, we can then conclude that it wasn't Pep Guardiola that started this.
I mean, he doesn't want to agree to that argument, but you can't tell me.
You can't tell me it's Pep now. But since when?
Now, Shegun, you asked about Barthez. You asked about Barthez. When Barthez was at Man U, when they were taking goal kicks, do they pass the ball out of the back or they kick the ball long?
It is not about Barthez being a Man U. It's about what they do now. It's about how football is played now.
How football is played now was led by Pep Guardiola. How many teams play out from the back? How many teams play out from the back in those days? How many teams?
Because and I will tell you, Diaby, and this is what Sugar said, is because of the kind of game they play now. Because we have more inverted wingers. We don't have strikers that are very good on the air.
Come and stay.
Because in those days, you see a Gary Neville crossing the ball. But who are they crossing the ball to? Your wingers are the ones having highest goals, contesting with strikers as top scorers in the season. Because the kind of football they play now is cut in shoots. Why will a Saka be winning or be contesting for highest goal scorer in the season?
Okay, Shegun, I'm going to give you this example again. Shegun, let me give you this example. 2 examples. So just chill. When I finish the first one, there's a second one. Pep Guardiola, I insist, brought in this idea of having inverted wing backs coming into the midfield to dominate the game. That was one. He did it in his first 2-3 seasons at Man City. Then he moved to having centre backs playing as full backs. That's why we have the likes of Guardiola and we have the likes of John Stones that were playing the full back region. Now, look at what Arteta is doing at Arsenal. Ben White.
I know you're going to say that
center back.
because Arteta came out from Guardiola.
Hurrien Timber himself is a center back. He's playing as a left back. Now, Calafiore is a center back. Go and check his games at Bologna. He's a center back. He plays center back. But I'm sure by the time Arteta will want to use him, he's going to put him at left back. So tell me who is leading the revolution.
Okay, just like you said, that when Fergie was buying Rooney, he bought him. We did not buy Calafiori for a centre back. We bought him for left back.
Diaby.
So whether
he's a centre back,
I will give you 2 examples. One under Arsene Wenger and one under Ferguson. 2 examples, just like the way you've given 2 examples too. When Thierry Henry was operating from the left wing and scoring goals, was it Pep Guardiola that started it? Or you want to tell me that Thierry Henry was a typical 9? He operates from the wings. He comes from the wing and then he scores.
The theory is that
is what?
Okay,
He's a special player. Good.
By the way, to add to
Nani,
that, same we work
all the matches.
Theory is actually a full 9.
No,
it wasn't a full 9.
He plays from the flank. Baba,
He plays
go
from
and
the
check all his
flank,
goals.
Any
match. I'm not saying he's not a center
he's not
forward
saying
now.
He's not. He's making a point. He's making
I'm
a
telling
point.
you that it's not about Pep Guardiola. They've been playing it in the past, so it's not as if it's not. He became popular. He became popular because he won trophies back to back with the kind of football. It does not mean that he's the inventor of the stuff.
I can argue.
Not at all.
I can argue.
He won trophies playing the tiki taka.
He won
50 passes, no interception goals.
Because of this.
What? Okay, the Galacticos of those days, Ronaldo.
What were they playing?
Fabregas, Figo, Zidane, Rivaldo, all of those guys. What were they playing?
What were they playing?
Barca and Real Madrid to win the trophies. Nagbao football. Forget it now. Go and
look, United wants. Wait. Every coach has their identity. We knew that Wenger. Anytime we want to watch Wenger's Arsenal play, we knew what we were coming to expect. Intricate football, one touch, fast-paced, one-touch football.
What is the difference
they break things down by
in what Pep Guardiola is playing now?
No, he said Pep Guardiola's zone is different. He gave it a name. He says tiki taka.
Fergie, we know what to expect from Fergie. Fergie would always play with the wings. He's a wing game manager. That was what we know Fergie as.
And he always gets specialists that plays from the wing.
So did he bring wing? Did he bring wing into football, Fergie? Or did Arsene Wenger bring fast-paced playing into football?
No, I wouldn't say they did.
So why would you say Pep?
So why would you conclude that Pep brought come on.
Tiki-taka.
Come on.
No, we can continue to argue about this, but there are a lot of matches that you see Man City, Barca, Bayern Munich holding possession for like 10-15 minutes, just doing their 1-2s, their tiki-taka thing, and boom, go.
Hey,
like
how
many things? The football we used to watch in Adenike, the football we used to watch in Adenike in Pioneer, it used to be once you pick the ball, 2 minutes attempt on goal. That was what we know as football. Then
football is ever evolving. It's not because of a particular coach.
Yeah, so who started the evolving revolution? That's what I am saying. Who started it?
Diego just gave you instances of coaches that were doing it even before the guy. So what do you mean he started it? He didn't start it.
I watched a clip.
Was Arsenal always going to score?
I watched a clip of Babatov yesterday. You need to see how Babatov started the attack from defense. Tiki-taka. Would you say
Blackboard?
Would you not say
will you not say is Pep Guardiola that taught Babatov?
That's not how to do that. Top 4 this season.
Who are your team?
Yeah. We should give ourselves.
I'll go with Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Spurs. Tottenham. My top 4.
Say it again. Over to you.
Man City. You said Man City,
Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs.
Okay. I would say not in any order now. Not in any order. I think.
No, wait. Diaby was not in order.
Yeah, Diaby was in order. Let's check. Make it in order.
Yeah, mine was in order.
It will be difficult to put.
It's not easy to do order. Check with your own order. Let me hear you. Okay,
do it in any order. The two Manchester clubs, Liverpool, and then Arsenal.
You see, before
is there any Manchester club apart from Man City and Man U?
Get out!
Because I don't understand the two Manchester clubs.
Before I say my own,
is there a third Manchester club?
You see, the way I like Shegun is because Shegun is always optimistic. I like.
Oh, I'm not joking. Because we lost to Brighton, does not mean that's the end.
So wait,
that's a discussion for another day.
You said the two Manchesters, who and who now?
Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Arsenal.
Okay. Felicia, you want to go or do I go?
Go first.
All right. So I go with Man City, Liverpool. Honestly, I'll go with Chelsea, then Arsenal. Not in any order. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Okay, I'll go Man City. I'll go with Arsenal, Liverpool. I'm actually between Chelsea and Spurs, right?
What's not going to finish in pipes there? Let's bet.
Spurs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
they will not finish in pipes.
Felicia, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're not even mentioning Arsenal first.
I said Arsenal is second.
He's not in any order. He's only in order.
If he's not, even if he's not in any order, at least mention your club first.
See you on the field.